yourself, sir. Yeah, you selfish piece of shit. Selfish piece of shit. Okay, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. It'll give you more life. It'll add more life to you. Go ahead. It'll add more life to you. Bro, people like you need to get slapped. You're disrespectful. Somebody will deal with you, not me. The next person you come across is going to do you something. You best believe that. Yeah. Somebody will deal with you, not me.
Hey y'all, so I'm on the first leg of my trip. Actually, I was supposed to be in Jamaica today, but I am currently in Chicago, Illinois. Now, it's a long story as to how I ended up in Chicago, and I was supposed to be in Jamaica, but let's just say that American Airlines has seen their last flight. I think I'd rather fly Spirit, and I said I would never fly Spirit, but I think hell, American Airlines might as well be Spirit with the mess they pulled this morning. I don't know. I don't know if their employees forgot to spring forward. I don't know what was going on, but they were not with it this morning. So my flight to Jamaica that was supposed to land at like 3:30 today somehow got rescheduled to tomorrow. So yeah, I'm currently laid over in Chicago, which is not bad because Chicago was always a place that was on my bucket list, somewhere I've always wanted to go. So I guess it's not too bad. I'm currently at Giordanos, like the world famous pizza place. So hey, that's not too bad. I get to knock off two places on the bucket list at one time, I guess. I got me a drink while I'm waiting on my food. This is vodka, strawberry, and mango. I don't know what the name of it is. My waiter just asked me what I wanted, and he came back with this concoction. So it's pretty good. Just waiting on my food, and then I guess I will go and see what else I can get into since I have 24 hours in Chicago. That's a whole nother story time how I ended up here, because, oh Lord. Anyway, I'll holler back at y'all when my food comes. Just look at it. The cheese. Look at this food. haven't ate all day. So you know I got to try it for y'all. Look at the cheese. Bring it in. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. That's so good. Or else I'm just really hungry. Look at the cheese.
You want to go check for me? I mean, I can, but.
Yeah. Going in there.
I'm not trying to be bougie and eat my pizza with a fork. But it's kind of hot right now. Mm. Okay. Now I can kind of pick it up. The cheese. Okay. So I'm going to eat. And then I'll talk to y'all when I'm finished. Hey y'all, so I am finally back in my hotel room, still in Chicago. But I'm so glad to be back in the room, Lord, with that wig off my head. I have gotten so used to my little short, natural, just wash and go, but when I go on vacation, I like to have my little wigs and stuff, so I can swing hair. But as soon as I got back in the room, that wig had to go. I don't see how y'all wear them all the time like that, because that's what got on my nerves. But anyway, I'm like I said, I'm still in Chicago. I'm at the Best Western, right by O'Hare International Airport, like 3 minutes away. So no way, should there be an issue with me catching my flight in the morning. It's just a standard room. Nothing to write home about. Just, your basic room, but the bed is comfortable, and that's all that matters. So this has been like the day from hell. Okay, I don't know if it was the time change or whatever, but just remind me to never schedule another trip in the middle of daylight savings time, specifically when the time goes up an hour, because I think that might be what had everybody thrown off, because I had my alarm set for like 1:45. Mind you, my flight wasn't even scheduled to leave until like 7 o'clock. But the thing is, I was flying out of Little Rock, and I live 2 hours away from Little Rock, right? So like I said, I had my clock set for 1:45, thinking that's plenty of time or whatever. But yeah, I think I underestimated just exactly how much time, first of all, it's going to take me, because I know I'm slow in the morning, so I don't know why, I didn't factor in, I guess, I'm one of those type people in the morning time. I got to later at least 20-30 minutes, to get my mind right. And I think I underestimated, like I said, that I would need a little bit more time. Plus, with it still being dark outside, that makes me have to drive a little bit slower. And I swear I saw like 50 deer on my way to Little Rock in that 2-hour time. It's just, oh my God. So, I'm scared because I don't want to mess around and hit a deer and have a wreck or whatever. But anyway, I still made it to the airport at 5:45, literally almost 5:45 on the dot. I'm thinking that's still enough time, but I don't know. I think American Airlines employees or something must also had whatever I had with that spring forward, because they only had like 2 people in there. Okay. Mind you, when I walked in and saw the line, I just knew, this is about to be a problem, because the line for American Airlines was like wrapped around, like it was long, you know. And so all I needed was a boarding pass. I was not checking a bag. I was taking my little bag on there with me. All I needed was my boarding pass. So I got out of line to go to the kiosk thinking that I could just run over there real quick, print off my boarding pass, be on my way. Nope, kiosks were not working. Plus they were telling me that I needed assistance, and what she finally told me was they had to verify my COVID test, because to go to, Jamaica, anywhere overseas, you have to have a COVID test. So they had to verify that. So I wasn't able to, check in at the kiosk, so I had to get back in the line again. Now I was already in line, so I got to get back in this long line again. Then there was like this irate man. I don't know what he had going on, but he was trying to send a package or whatever, just one little box. But he was like almost going postal up in there. He refused to get out of line. They kept trying to tell him, sir, you're going to have to move over to the side. We got to get these people. But he was like refusing to leave the counter. Like I said, only 2 employees. It was a black lady and this little Asian girl. And that little Asian, he was at the line with the little Asian girl. And you could tell that he was like really, upsetting her, because when he finally left, he stayed in line, 40 minutes. So we all, in line burning a hole in his back, just all of us ready to fight him at this point. When he finally left, he had rattled that girl so much to where she ran off and ran in the back crying. So we looking like, did she quit or whatever? So now all they left up there was the black lady, okay? And she was not having it. People was in line talking mess or whatever. This lady jumped up on top of the little thing that you put your bag on. She was like, look, I don't got time for nobody attitude. We short staffed. We know that. It's not our fault. If you want to talk noise, get out my line. Go somewhere. She went all the way off, okay? Then she said something like, I don't care about nobody missing no flight. And it's like, okay, I understand that you're frustrated. You just as frustrated as we are. But to say I don't care about nobody missing their flight when you got people in line like myself, time is steady, tick, tick, tick. And my flight was supposed to leave at 7, right? I'm looking at my phone. It's like 6:40. I'm going, there is no way I still had to go through TSA. I hadn't even went through security or anything like that yet. So by the time I finally made it to the counter, this girl says, oh, it's too late. It's too late for you to check in for your flight. No, ma'am. I've been standing in this line for an hour and 15 minutes. What you mean it's too late? She was like, well, you were supposed to have checked in an hour and 30 minutes for an international flight. And, anyway, so it's too late. So I'm just like, so what that mean? Been looking forward to Jamaica. I done spent all this money. I done paid for the room. I done paid for the flight. I'm like, so what that mean? She was like, so, she had this little card. She was like, so everybody was like, I want a refund. She said, here go the card. I said, no, I don't want a refund. I want my flight to Jamaica that I done paid for. So she got to tapping on the little computer, and she was like, well, the only other flight that I have going to Jamaica is, tomorrow. So you'll fly from Little Rock to Chicago today, and then tomorrow. I said tomorrow, so that means I'm gonna be in Chicago like 24 hours. She's like, yeah, basically, and that's the only other flight we have. So really, I was kind of like at a lose-lose. Like either I fly to Chicago and wait till tomorrow, or I walk away with nothing, because yes, they were saying that you could get a refund, but they weren't the ones who gave you the refund. The black lady was like, we ain't got no money back here, so if you want a refund, you have to call this little number. Yeah, it was like, even if I would have said, yeah, I want a refund, I wouldn't have been able to have got my money back today, especially with it being a Sunday. It probably would have been like 3-4 days before I would have been able to get my money back. So I was just like, you know, I guess I don't have a choice but to just go ahead and take this flight to Chicago. So then I'm looking like, so that means I'm gonna have to just sit in the airport for 24 hours. I was not about to do that. Yeah, that's how I ended up getting a hotel room, and my flight to Montego Bay leaves in the morning, I believe at 8:55. So you better believe I'm about to get in this bed, about to go to sleep, and I'm getting up bright and early. I'm probably be at the airport at like 5 o'clock, because no way am I missing this flight this time. So, I mean, it wasn't a complete wasted trip, because Chicago was one of the places that's on my bucket list that I always wanted to come to. So it's like I got to knock 2 places off the bucket list, I guess, in one, because, you know, I pretty much just spent the day just sightseeing, you know, whatever, seeing all the stuff that I would have seen if I would have came here. So I guess I can go ahead and knock Chicago off the list. But a sister is tired. You know, I'm tired when I don't even feel like eating. I'm so tired, I don't even want no food. That pizza is all I had today, but I'm still pretty full from that. I just went down and got me some chips and a Twix from the little you know, the little thing down there, the little store by the check-in. But yeah, that's it. I'm just tired, exhausted, and ready to get to Jamaica. Y'all pray for me, because if I ain't on this flight to Montego Bay tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Be ready to act a fool. But anyway, so that's the story of how I ended up in Chicago when I was supposed to be in Jamaica right now. But I'll get there, you know. It is what it is. That's life, I guess. You know, shit happens. But anyway, like I said, I'm about to hop in this bed and get ready for another day of traveling tomorrow. So I will see you all then. Peace. Bye.